What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video we're talking about one that doesn't get a lot of love, that I don't know why, because if you like relatively sweet designers, 212 Heroes from Carolina Herrera with the gimmicky skateboard bottle is actually a really good fragrance. It surprised me. I bought it on a whim. I've been buying a lot of stuff from Carolina Herrera this year, mostly the Bad Boy line, but I have been grabbing other lines, 212 VIP line. I bought 5 of those fragrances this year, and I decided to just jump on this. The note breakdown looked interesting. I like the gimmick of the skateboard bottle, and ended up with a very pleasant surprise. So let's dive into this review. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'll have the notes on screen for you guys, and this one immediately reminded me of a very specific fragrance because you got to strip a few things away. You make it less gourmand, so you change out the plum with pear, so you dial back the sweetness, the fruity sweetness a little bit. You remove the honey and the hazelnut to take that deliciousness, that deliciosity, I guess we'll say, the delicious aspect of the profile. Remove some of the gourmand facet. There's a soft, supple leather as it dries down, but even though I say strip some of these notes away, it still reminds me distinctively of 1 Million Lucky. And not just for the similarity to the bottle, but we're going to spray this too. I haven't sprayed it in a while. It smells like it. It does. It's not the same. It's less sweet and more leather forward, but similar, because there's a nice ginger note that thickens this up. That's the element that changes things the most. Pear, ginger, leather are your main accords that I get anyways, and I really like the way this one smells. I was surprised at why do I never hear anything about this fragrance, because I've seen the bottle randomly online from discounters and I never thought anything about it. Like, oh, that's a weird bottle, it's a skateboard, that's kind of funny. And I took a shot and I'll be damned, this is one of my favorite just random blind buy rolling the dice pickups of the year. It's actually really good. I wore a few sprays to the gym. I've worn several sprays casually. I've worn it out the shower. I've put it through different scenarios and settings, and I think it smells really good. Is it groundbreaking? No, absolutely not. It's a mid-level designer sweet fragrance for men. It's not special. But maybe you wanted to like 1 Million and it's just a little too sweet for you. Just too sweet, because it's super sweet, not for everyone. I get it, even though I think it's one of their Paco Rabanne's best fragrances they've ever put out, honestly. It's amazing, but might be a little much for people. You want to tone that sweetness back and ground the fragrance a little bit with a nice, supple, yet present brown leather accord. Ginger that doesn't make it too spicy. If anything, kind of thickens up and adds a little tone of spice. Doesn't make it crazy spicy. Doesn't make it super creamy, but does well in helping ground the scent with that leather accord. Then 212 Heroes might be the fragrance you need to try. Now, as far as performance, nothing crazy. This is where they're not the same, because I've always gotten phenomenal performance out of this one. This one is 6 to 8 hours in longevity, more so 6 to 7 hours. I can safely call it in that range of 6 to 8, but I get about 6 to 7 every time I wear it. Average, slightly above average type of longevity. Projections, nothing crazy. Again, I would call it average, moderate stuff, arm's reach-ish kind of thing for about an hour to an hour and a half before it starts to sit close to the skin, and you're left with a relatively moderate to mild sillage, light whiffs on occasion to remind you it's there, with a dense enough trail that it leaves a light lingering aroma where you go. My wife has let me know that she could indeed smell me when trailing me a few hours into wearing it, so you know, it's nothing crazy strong, but it's present and noticeable at the same time. It's not something that's super weak. It kind of falls right down the middle, maybe a little bit above that middle ground of just straight up average performance across the board. So I would call this one cumulatively slightly above average in performance. Final thoughts on Carolina Herrera's 212 Heroes. Shockingly impressed. Don't let the gimmick bottle fool you. This is a pretty good fragrance. I'm actually very impressed by this one. I like it. We're going to give it a spritz. I really like this fragrance. I do. I just do. And while it's not the greatest thing I've smelled, I do think it's a very good fragrance. I think it's a 7.5 out of 10. This is very good stuff. Again, it's not special. It's not something that I'm like, you need this. No, of course not. But if you wanted to stick with your wheelhouse, you like designers. I love designer fragrances. I always have. They're just easy. They're approachable. They're enjoyable. Others enjoy it. It's just easy. Sometimes easy is good when it comes to fragrances. You don't always want to challenge and be interesting and smell funky and earthy and stuff all the time. There's times for that. I enjoy that stuff too. But I enjoy stuff like this more often. I do like the modern sweet fragrances. My wife loves when I wear the modern sweet fragrances. By the way, she does quite enjoy this one. Really good feedback from her on this one. But it's one that, again, I would encourage, if you get an opportunity to try it, maybe it's worth a try. Is it, go for it blind buy? No. But, I mean, do what you want. It's what the hell I do. Do what you want. There's a link down below if you want to check it out. Again, I don't encourage blind buying it, but try to sample it if you can, if any of this was interesting to you. But to me, it's a very good fragrance that's not going to blow your mind, but might end up being a welcomed addition to somebody's collection. 7.5. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on the skateboard bottle. Carolina Herrera 212 Heroes. No, I'm not going to do a kickflip on this. Last time I mentioned it, I had people in the comments tell me, I didn't see you do a kickflip. Not happening. Not on a fragrance bottle. I haven't done a kickflip in many, many years. I don't even have my skateboard anymore. I was 17, 18 the last time I was on a skateboard. Long time, okay? 39. Been a long time. Probably can't even do it anymore. But good fragrance, though. Got a little off subject. I mean, we're talking skateboard, right? So until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you tried this one, and what do you think? Do you agree if you've tried this? Is this kind of an underrated, just under the radar gem? It's actually a pretty good fragrance that more people should give a chance. Or did you try it and you're like, pass, forgettable? Or, holy crap, I'm so glad you shined some light on this. This is my favorite fragrance in my collection. Or it's my favorite fragrance in my collection. What are you doing? Now people are going to try it. This was my secret. I see stuff like that. All of that stuff all the time. It's fun for me to see. I appreciate you guys for that. So definitely let me know down below. What are your thoughts on this? And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on 212 Heroes and you give it a spray now, you never know. You might end up thanking me later. It's possible. Have a good one, guys.